During the course of the last 2 years or so, as we went through the global coronavirus pandemic, and many of us had to, of course, change our places of work and even residence in some cases, I found that just being online opened the door for connections with long-lost friends, people I had been to school with in primary school, in secondary school, and even in college. And it was just a pleasure to, after many, many years, some 20, 30 years in some cases, reconnect and just find out how people were doing. It was wonderful to be able to walk down memory lane with some of these old friends who now are much older, of course, and who we had been to school with, and all the different memories that we shared. It's a wonderful thing to make reconnections. And one of the things that we want to discuss briefly here on CITAM Church Online today is how you and I can connect again. And my name is Reverend Kwame Rubadiri, and you're watching CITAM Church Online. David and Jonathan forged a very, very powerful friendship. I want to speak for a few moments from the title for this particular clip, Pray for Me, and how in amazing ways the relationship between Jonathan and David in 1 Samuel chapter 18, and the things that Jonathan did to give to David as a sign of his friendship and as a sign of his lasting friendship and of his own vulnerability, are an indicator to us about how we can build long-lasting relationships. The fourth item that Jonathan gave to his friend David in 1 Samuel chapter 18, verses 3 and 4, was his bow. Now, those of you who know some archery, know how to shoot with a bow and arrow, know that Jonathan had given his sword to David just previously, and now he gives him his bow. Now, a bow is a long-distance weapon. It's the kind of thing that you fire from wherever you are over a distance at your enemy and hopefully hit them at that greater distance. It's not meant for close combat. So in this case, it's a picture to us of somebody taking time to either protect or fight for an individual from a greater distance. And this is something that you and I can only do when we pray for one another. And that's why we've entitled this clip, Pray for Me. Jonathan, I should say, was in a very symbolic way saying that I will provide cover and protection for you from a distance, from wherever I might be. And you and I are able to do that as we pray for one another. There are some friends of mine I haven't seen in 30 years plus, but I can pray for them. And I can thank God for what He's doing in their lives. And I want to encourage you that part of being a solid, consistent friend, not only being open, not only being protective, but also taking the time to pray for those who you're in contact with. There's an interesting piece of statistics. This came out of the New York Times the other day. And it said that the leading cause of persistent relationships is reciprocity. In other words, returning a friend's call. Just being in touch. And part of our being in touch is being in touch by prayer, but also just calling a person up and sending a WhatsApp message if you're both on WhatsApp, as I've found. And I think this is one of the most enduring ways in which to sustain friendship. Pray for the person that you're in contact with, and also once in a while, give them a call. Let them know you're thinking about them. Let them know that they're on your mind and that you are reaching out to them to make this connection. It's my hope that as you open the door for lasting friendships, you will remember to pray for the person you're a friend to. God bless you.